Hey YouTube, what's up? Today I'm going to be reviewing the Tunze Care magnets, both the long and the nano. Right now, or I was anyways, using the Tunze Care magnet long on this 60-gallon tank you can see here, and I used the nano on my old 20-gallon. Now, first and foremost, I'm just going to get right into it. Do I recommend this product to anyone? No, definitely not. And really, the biggest reason I wouldn't, there's a lot of flaws with these products, but the number one would be how much it scratched up my tank. Both this tank as well as the nano in my 20-gallon tank has severely scraped up the panels of glass. And it's funny to me, or ironic I guess you could say, that these Tunze Care magnets, the reason that I bought it and what it's kind of marketed as is like a totally scratch-proof, safe alternative to like the mag floats and the the typical $10 magnetic algae scrapers you see in any fish store. That was this whole thing. So I thought, you know what, I'm sick of having these mag floats, and they tend to just not work very well, and I was just sick of them. So I thought, I'm gonna buy the best of the best for this tank. So I went ahead and got the Tunze Care magnet. Now, I don't know how well it's going to pick up on this little iPhone camera, but the most easily spotted example of the scrapes, and you can't really see. Well, I mean, it's very fine. It's just not coming up on the camera. But especially this side of the tank, the left side of the tank, is just scraped all the hell, and even the front has a few scrapes. And you guys know how it is. A little scrape like that is just enough to kind of like bother you, kind of like a mosquito buzzing in your ear. It just drives you crazy. I look at my tank and I can't help but notice all these little scrapes everywhere. And it's not like there's one little like point of contact that caused it. It's not like there was a feather duster or something that happened to grow on the magnet that scraped it. No, it's actually the entire blade has went ahead and scraped most of this side of the tank, definitely. There's the magnet there. I just kind of dropped it there because I was sick and tired of looking at a scraped up tank. You can see it is pretty much like covered, and it's a little bit of hair algae, coralline, feather dusters, everything like that. But like I said, that was not the reason that it's been causing these scratches all over my tank. It's the actual blades, both the large blade right there and then the smaller one. Both of them have caused severe damage to my glass in this tank. Now, if this were a big tank, like I can't even imagine if I were to have a large custom tank, like if I had my dream tank, like a reef savvy tank, and this happened to it, I'd be a lot more livid than I actually am about the situation. But like I said, this whole thing is, the Tunze Care magnets have been marketed as these scratch-proof, saviors to the world of algae scraping, and they've done the complete opposite. They actually recommend people with acrylic tanks to try to use these magnets. Not to mention the price. I paid $35 for the long, and then I have the nano in my sump, and I paid $20 for that. So I could have very easily went ahead and gotten like a $10 mag float, and it would have done a much better job. Not to mention another thing too, another issue I have with the Tunze Care magnet, it's extremely heavy. So if it falls off of if it loses connection with the exterior magnet, it just drops straight into the sand, or drops on whomever, it just falls straight to the bottom of the tank, which is a huge pain in the ass, I can tell you guys that. And you'd think, oh, we'll just go ahead and put the exterior up against it, and trust me guys that it doesn't do anything. It'll budge a little bit, but for the most part you actually have to reach down in there and reconnect it to yourself. And that's a major issue. When you're trying to switch, I wish it was connected so I could just give you guys an example, but it's the biggest pain in the neck when you're trying to go around the corner. And most all tanks have corners, so it's a total design flaw, and I just don't really understand why they did it. It also falls apart very easily. They have these little plastic blue parts that are they're not even connected to the magnet. They just are like slid onto this little I don't even know what you called it, like a little peg. You just slide on the little peg, and they pop off all the time, which drives me crazy. So all in all, I would not recommend this magnet to anyone. You know, I just can't understand it. I have been reading a few reviews, and there are plenty of people having similar experiences with their Tunze Care magnets. Now, normally I'm a total fanboy for Tunze. I have the Tunze Osmolator. I'm a big fan of theirs. I think they build really, they have really well built pieces of equipment. The customer service is awesome, but I'm just not happy with this product. It's just a total flop, and there's nothing really much else to say about it. Don't waste your money. I would go ahead and just stick with the mag floats. It's just the kind of classical ways of dealing with microalgae in the glass that you'd normally go for. Yeah, if I had to give it a rating, 1 out of 10, I would give it a 2, because I mean, besides the aesthetics, it does look nice. It's got a sleek design. It looks a lot nicer than the mag floats, but really, that's not why you buy an algae scraper at all. And in every other area, it pretty much you know, flops completely. So I really can't recommend this to anybody. Anyways though, guys, like the video if you like it. Leave a comment if you have any questions, comments, concerns with this product or anything. If you have your own experiences, please share below. Good, bad, whatever. I know it's been a long time, and the tank's not looking the best right now. I just decided to spur of the moment decision to make this video. We got some hair algae, we got a little bit of everything kind of growing out here. I just got back from a 3-month-long vacation, and really I only lost one fish, a little black Ocellaris clown that I added halfway through that vacation. I came back and added him. So all in all, not too bad. I had an automatic feeder going, as well as my Tunze Osmolator, which again, guys, I do recommend that. Probably the best purchase I've ever made for my tank. But anyways, guys, hope you guys have better luck with your algae scrapers. Take it easy.